Today, we're going to talk about some incredible tools that you can use as a nonprofit treasurer or a board member. So, I'm not going to talk about the role of the treasurer in today's material, but I have some other videos I filmed on this, so you can find them wherever you're watching this. And here's the thing: treasurers can just vary from a treasurer who has to do it all because the nonprofit's small to a treasurer who is just making sure it's all been done. So you can go watch those videos. But today, I'm going to talk to you about some of the financial tools that we can use. Hi, I'm Teresa Clark, and I'm a seasoned CPA with over 25 years of experience serving 501c3 organizations. I've worked external to the organizations as an auditor, and I've worked inside the nonprofit organizations as a CFO. So I bring a unique perspective to your financial journey. I hope you'll jump on my website and learn more at teresaclark.com. Okay, so one of the very, very best financial tools that we want to see used as a treasurer or board member is the budget report. So this we talked about in our previous video about the ins and outs of the organization. That report is called a statement of activities. And every accounting software that's worth its, monthly fee is going to provide you with the opportunity to look at your spending numbers, your income numbers, and compare them to what your budget says. Okay, so budgets are a written plan about how the nonprofit plans to be funded, your income, and what the nonprofit will spend to deliver their mission. Those are your expenses. Okay, so in every nonprofit, I hope that you're doing your budgets well, that you're doing that once a year, putting that budget ins and outs together, that they're balanced, so you're funded for the year. More on that again in my video library. Feel free to check out those resources. But a well-done budget goes beyond just a number total, but it actually is allocated in your accounting system based on the timing, so that what we have is not just a $120,000 budget for fundraising income that is $10,000 a month, but instead we take our $120,000 in fundraising income and put it in the month that we expect to have an event, or put it in December because it all comes in December. However it works for you, you want to make sure that your accounting system has the budget entered and allocated by the timing that's expected. Now, that makes your budget a cash flow plan as well. Powerful tool. So now it's valuable for nonprofit treasurers and board members to use. So what we want to do is get a report that compares the budget to the actual for the month. Okay, anything stand out here? Just looking at that 1 month, looking at 1 month, which is a honed in period of time. Let's look at, was income more than what we expected? Was it less than what we expected? What was our spending like? What was payroll cost? Was it in line with what we expected, or is it over and or under what we expected? All right, that's what we're looking for, is things that stand out. Let's talk more. We want to use this budget report to actual, also in a fiscal year look. So not just for the month, the smaller view, but a little bit of a broader view that ultimately accumulates to an annual view. So how does this work? Well, we're looking at comparing the totals of your income and expense for how far into the year you are. For example, if you're on a calendar year, fiscal year, so they're the same, I'm going to use that example because it's a little easier for everyone to understand. And let's just say it's April. Well, you are 25% through the year. You are a fourth of the way through the year. So you have a quarter basically. Your report, that is the budget to actual for the fiscal year to date, would be taking the income for and expenses for January, February, and March, adding those together, and we have a total number of what our actual is. And then we would do the same for the expenses. So we have a total number of what our expense, our budget, and our actual are. I might have said that wrong. Let me say it again. We want to be adding up the 3 months, January, February, March, adding those up for actual January, February, March for the budget, and adding those up so that we're comparing the same measurement of time, 3 months of actual to 3 months of budget. Then we have a difference. Here's a numerical example. So maybe in this situation, you have an income line that shows actual of 300, but the budget was 400. So what that's saying is we are $100,000 behind budget, but more importantly, this is 25% behind. A little bit of a ring, ring, ring alarm is going off here, because when you're looking at income and it's under what you expected, there's an indicator that we need to figure this out, because we can't keep spending at the planned level if the income doesn't match the planned level. So you would do this and continue all the way through, looking at all the income and the expenses, so that you're getting a good look at where are we according to what we planned. Ultimately, the question is, do we need to revise the plan? Do we need to stop spending because we're in a situation where income hasn't been what we thought, or we need to adjust spending because we had to spend a lot more money on something than what we had planned? This is a great tool, and it takes the conversation in the boardroom from a rear view looking what happened to a forward looking what's about to happen. Another positive example could be that you are in the boardroom and you're talking about a new program you'd like to launch. And everyone is just saying, well, we'll look at it for next fiscal year, but maybe the current year reports show income over budget and spending under budget. Well, we've got capacity now. Let's talk about launching sooner and running a pilot test on something new that we want to try. These are all the ways that the tool of using your budget analysis can really help you be a contributing member on the board, and really helpful to the forward looking and future direction of your nonprofit. Well, I hope you found this information valuable and insightful. If you're hungry for more resources, subscribe here where you're watching, or check out my free resources on my website, teresaclark.com. I'm here to support you. So if you have questions, need clarification, or if you're even wanting to discuss how my services can help your nonprofit, book a strategic consult with me on my website, teresaclark.com. I'm wishing you incredible success and impact through your nonprofit endeavors.